Hello, I'm Rick Schultz and welcome back to another episode of the Audiophile. Today I'm going to talk to you about the MC-5 Helix Plus. In our last video we talked about the MC-5 and we talked about the basic idea and concept. It's a longer video of course, but we'll talk about how this whole technology works and how the MC-5 actually manages to be able to produce the results that it does. In the MC-5 Helix Plus, we have a different arrangement of the magnetic system, and basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to focus or magnetize the actual magnetic field like a lens. So trying to focus down the point where the lines of flux come together in a very tightly woven pattern. And through a number of years, using different techniques, we've been able to accomplish that through our Helix technology and our hemisphere technology. Hemisphere technology is available, for example, in the MC-6 hemisphere, which is a power conditioner in line, versus these little guys that are not an inline solution. What they basically do is they plug into any available wall outlet with these three prongs right here. They're available in US style only. You can't get a Schuko plug in this one. You can get a Schuko plug in the MC-5 and the MC-5 Signature, but not in the Helix Plus. And that's just partly due to the magnetic configuration and the way that the plug falls for the European Schuko plug. Now we don't do any other style of plugs, just these two, but they do work well with adapters. No matter what country you might live in or what kind of plug you have, you could use an adapter with this and get 98% of the benefits. Adapters don't seem to be able to hold it back much at all. For the little bit they do, you could use some contact enhancer to make up for that. And you'll find that actually really truly does make up for more than the loss that you get by using the little adapter. And we'd even recommend the contact enhancer on the MC-5. Now we do have a contact enhancer available through high fidelity cables. It's an invention of my own making. However, we also recommend the Ferrutech Nano Fluid. It's a really good one too. There's lots of good contact enhancers on the market. Just take a look and see which one appeals to you. But this particular device, as you plug it in, has no exit out the back end, so it's not an inline series. It just simply works in parallel with your circuit in order to be able to bring you the benefits. And its main power is the focus that it has on the actual electrons. Manages to be able to focus those electrons approximately 4 times better, stronger into one pinpoint spot than what an MC-5 does, so it's really a big upgrade. I'm going to highly recommend an MC-5 the Helix Plus version if you have already tried an MC-5 and you're looking for something a little bit more. Now what's it going to bring you? It's going to bring you a little bit more exact sound staging. You're going to have better separation. You're going to have more exact pinpoint imaging. You're going to have a little bit less fatigue on the top end. Not that the MC-5 doesn't take care of a lot of that, but this takes care of even more. You're going to have less harshness and hardness, just like an MC-5, but even less of that. And you're going to be able to have increased musicality. You're going to find that the tones are more natural on instruments and things like that. The vocals open up a little bit more. Overall, it's better in pretty much every way that I can possibly explain. And how do you know that you've got an MC-5 Helix Plus? Well, you can see on this one that the end cap is black versus silver. And if you read right on the end of the end cap, it'll say MC-5 Helix Plus, although the print is very small. For those of us that are aging, you might have a hard time really making that out. Anyways, I'm Rick Schultz, and thank you for joining us in this episode of Audiophile.